I told my friend girl, her name was Brittany, about it, and she was like, basically, go for it. Maybe this, that, and the other. You should tell him you like him. This, that, stuff. But I didn't even understand the feelings because I was still hooked on somebody else. So, come to find out, Brittany ended up texting him, basically telling him before I can even text him.
Now, let me tell you my side of that part. I thought she was fucking around with me. Like, at the time, like she was saying, she was, in a whole little relationship. I didn't view her as, okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you, baby. But anyways, I didn't view us as a relation, like anything was gonna go. I was on Snapchat. She ended up texting me. I was her diary at the time. You know how Rose be. She hits me with the, so what you think about Donna? Really nothing, really. She's my best friend. And she was like, would you date her? I mean, I would, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Little did I know. And then she hit me with the last question, which kind of just broke the glass. She was like, "But if you was to date her, would you want a short or a long relationship?" That's a dumb question. I don't think nobody wants a short relationship. That's dumb. So, but I just answered like a player would. I wasn't a player, but I was just like, a long relationship. That's the dream, basically. So she was just like, "Oh, that's cool, da da da." She just switched the subject, like she just didn't bring up this random ass shit. But I started by texting Donna. She hit the fan. It's your turn. Miss.
Basically, I came out and said, "Do you like me?" He was like,
"Sure did." But a thing that she's leaving out in her relationship with me being her best friend, her girlfriend made me her best friend. I didn't want to be her best friend at first. It was just weird to me. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, she came to me talking about you and Quinn is kind of like got to be best friends.
I was a fat weird nigga. I know.
But let's not forget, before that, when I first joined band, we went on this Shreveport trip. And he came and sat by me, come to find out. She told him come sit by me to watch me. For what? I just joined band. I didn't even know nobody except her, and I barely knew her. So it's just like...
So as that relationship continued, she started to try to accuse us of doing things with each other.
But it wasn't, because he already knew I was in a relationship.
And I was getting played by females, more than one. So it was like I didn't even have time to just be like, I want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even like that.
We just knew we liked each other. But then August came, and it's during band camp time. And so
I got my little first tattoo. If I can see it.
Wait, no. So then we you know how band camp go, so we on break. So I asked her, I was like, why we can't get back together? Like, what is it? What am I doing wrong for us not to get back together? She looked me in my face and said, it's too late. So that crushed my little soul, I'm trying to get back with you. Like, I really like you, shit like that. And you telling me it's too late. So after that,
it's too late.
I was like, okay. That's about it. So then band kept coming. Band kept going. We were still texting. Me and Quinn, we wasn't flirting. We wasn't talking. If we talk, it'll be, hey, what you doing? Nothing. Eating.
Drop.
Oh, I'm eating too. Basically like that. That's it.
For us to be best friends, we was the most boring, dry.
Like, everybody thought we was doing stuff. We wasn't doing nothing.
We didn't talk about shit.
At all. But then she knew she didn't want to be in a relationship with me, but she wanted to control me and didn't want me going out with nobody else, which was not about to happen. So
Right? It's just junior year at this time.
all right, so
You trying to be young and free, you know?
so basically she kept trying to say I was flirting with Quentin, I'm doing this and that, and I'm like, no, I love you. Why would I love you but put myself in a situation for us not to be together? Like, I'm not like that. I'm not playing. I'm not none of that. I'm not on that. So it's like she just wanted to control me, control my thoughts, control who I be with, control my friends, like everything. I couldn't have no friends basically. So
Besides me.
So
But then that turned into,
boy,
like we saying,
she out of nowhere she just hated him. Like the whole situation just changed.
time out. It's crazy when she say she hated me. You know your movies where it's always that one hopeless romantic or something? That was me. Like, I was writing poems and shit. Nobody didn't like me. I was an asshole. I half-ass did have friends. So it was like, for the friends I did have, here you go, baby. For the friends that I did have, it was kind of like, what the fuck?
Right. So I keep telling her I don't like him. I don't like him. So at this point, you keep saying why you don't like him. Is it because he's this? Is that? At this point, I'm starting to look at him. You know, I'm like, damn, he ain't really that bad. He kind of cute. You know, shit. I'd give him a try if I really wanted to. Mind you, we already knew we liked each other, but we didn't play on our moves. So
At all.
this one day,
Look who we got.
okay, yeah, we back. Come on, bro. Okay, y'all. So this one day, she put me to the side because I stopped caring. After a while, you gonna stop caring.
Yeah.
So
Once somebody start saying that they basically don't feel for you no more, they're gonna continuously accuse you of cheating. It's not worth it at that point, you know. I should love about eating her food. You drink bottles, man. Calm down. But the more me and Diamond start talking about the situation, the more we realize that it just probably not going to end up working out between her and her girlfriend.
right. So
We started talking a little more. At this point, we stopped giving a fuck about Top.
yo,
We started talking around each other more.
no, this was after that day.
Oh, well, go ahead.
So this day, she put me to the side. She was like, "Why you keep talking to you?" And I'm like, "That's my best friend. What you mean? Come on, bro. No need to leave. That's my best friend. What you mean? Y'all like each other. Y'all go, no, we don't do none of that. We best friends. That's it." Okay, well, I'm going to tell my dad to take me out of this school and put me in another school. And you know how a person tries to get suicidal once they see you not giving a fuck? That's how that was going. So I'm like, if that's what you choose to do,
Right, can't stop there.
that's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. So she get mad.
Damn, you think she just bullying us?
Like calm it down.
She not even eating the food we giving her.
Bro, you got food. They get my face. So basically, that same day, she walk off. We still in band practice and stuff like that. So then, Quentin outside. So I go outside with Quentin, and I'm like, can I play on your horn? Cause he play trombone, I play trumpet, basically.
You know.
So he was like, yeah. So he teach me how to use it. You know, you put your hand right here, this hand right here. So I use his mouthpiece. I know his mouth haven't been nowhere. So
Cause I was lame.
why you trying to make that known? But
I got no love.
basically, I'm playing on his horn and stuff. She come outside. First, I didn't even see her. The queen was like, she came, looked, got mad, and stormed back into the band room. I didn't see that.
Time out. The one thing we're leaving out about this is a game day.
Right.
But this is a game day. We're getting ready to go to, I think it was Lincoln. And, we're just doing normal band kid shit before it's time to go. People's eating,
I'm waiting on my family to bring me some pizza. Because my family left and went to Mississippi. So, I'm outside with him. She come outside. She hit that. I'm about to spray you in your face. Who, me?
My bandmate came out, who's in my section. I told me him get our shit, let's go. I wasn't down for the fisticuffs. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm like, who, me? Can't be. So, I said, for what? What's the problem? She laughed. You in this nigga face. I'm tired of it. She's spitting and all types of stuff getting loud. And I'm just speaking like, okay, so I told you I didn't like him. So what's the problem? Like, you said you didn't want to go back out. So why are you worried about what I do? So she blah. So then she get close to me like she about to hit me. So I pull her by her hair and pulled her down a little bit, and I'm just like, stop. Because if I have to put my hands on you, I already know everybody gonna be looking at me wrong. So let's not. I'm not even on that type of stuff. So everybody come outside trying to pull us apart because I still got her hair. Mind you, she's trying to hit me. Ain't no hitting me. Like, no, baby, I ain't going out like that.
She's missing.
So, mind you, she taller than me with longer arms, longer legs, everything. But she's not getting to me. So, they pull us apart. Her uncle, Mr. Williams, gonna come behind me talking about some don't run. I'm like, I ain't running. Like, who am I running from? Your niece, your nephew, whoever you want to call him? No, G, it don't work like that. So I'm like, so the whole situation is going on. They gotta push her against the wall. She acted out like
that's in the episode of Jerry Springer. That's kind of how that shit was going. Like, but it was nobody to break it up. Nobody didn't want to start breaking it up until, kids nosy. So once they started hearing like her getting loud, they was already looking outside like, oh, what's going on and shit. And then once they did see her start swinging, not down.
Once they see me grab her hair and pull her down to my level, they start coming and stuff. Because the drum major was standing there just looking at us.
Bad drum major.
So they pull her to the side. So Quentin come through. Because at this point, he trying to go back to the band room. Him and
my bandmates.
Him and Kyron. So
hi, Kyron.
So basically, on his way back to the band room, she just started going in on homeboy.
She was like, man, fuck you, nigga. That's why you can't get no girl. Damn.
Why you trying to take my girl?
First off, she was right. Like, I didn't have no bitches. I was lonely. You know what I'm saying? But where she was wrong at was accusing that I was trying to steal. First off, you ain't steal something that's not yours. Lesson to be learned. But, you know what I'm saying? People don't have attachment. You know what I'm saying? So I knew where she was coming from. But the fact that she tried to make it seem like that, I just was snaking on the low. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get all in the draws and shit. It wasn't even nothing like that. When I tell you I didn't have no game, like, I didn't have zilch. I didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, our band directors basically was like, they banned from the game because of the shit she was doing.
Yeah.
That she started and be like that.
Now, mind you, doing all this, my folks pull up. My daddy, my sister, and my sister boyfriend. So, they looking like, what's going on? So, my daddy come. Well, I went back in the building because I'm talking to Elmas at this point. I'm like, I'm tired of it. I feel like I'm getting my feelings played with. Such. So Mr. Williams come find me. He like, you gotta go home. I'm like, shit. It is what it is, famo. I go home. Like, I'm gonna be at home by myself anyway. So, my sister come with the pizza. She like, what's going on? I said, me and Ty basically got into it again. So,
reminder, this was an ongoing thing. Like, that was nothing new. Because Ty always started shit. Or, like I made something small into something big that it didn't have to be, you know?
Some stuff you don't do in public.
That too.
But on the way out, I see my dad talking to her and her people, because now her people done popped up. So I'm on my way to the car, and her cousin was like, who hit her? I did. And what? I did. So I'm just looking, because at this point, I'm at a point where I'll fight the whole family if I have to. Because, like, all that wasn't even called for. So, Mr. Cooper just looking like, that was our band director. He looking like, why y'all had to do this knowing we got a game? Like, come on now, half the section ain't playing. It's just 3 people at the whole section playing, basically, and 2 of them got to go home. Like, you know, that's bad for the band. So, I see my dad. I stopped by my dad. I said, come on. He said, he was like, you can't force somebody to be with you who don't want to be with you. You can't force that. And I said, you don't have to talk to her. Let's go. So she just looked at me, and her people just looked at me, and I'm like, yeah, because this is not my fault. I'm sick of everybody trying to plant some stuff on me when it's not my fault. That's not my fault. She don't want to listen to what I'm saying. She just want to accuse.
Not for real.
So we leave and stuff like that, and I look back. Miss Tom want to run after my vehicle. Like, when I say run, Forrest, run. Like, baby girl chopping to get to my car. So I asked my dad, I said, you have to stop. He said, because it was a stop sign coming. You know the little stop sign right there by Hutch before you keep on going. So he's talking about something. Yeah, I'm going to stop. He turned around and looked at me. He said, and I'm going to keep going. And it kept like, bro, that was so funny.
Like inches away from the car.
And then he kept going, like scared off on her. So then I blocked off everything, because at this point it ain't what it's supposed to be. Like, that's it, that's all. So after that, I go home. I basically text Quinn. I said, what you doing tomorrow? Because at this point, I know that relationship over with. I might as well, focus on something else. So I said, what you doing tomorrow? He was like, basically nothing. So I'm like, you want to come over my house? I don't know crazy stuff.
That's another story time.
No crazy stuff, but just, come over, because I'm here by myself. Might as well just come on over. So basically that happened, and then after that, me and Quinn basically, we start talking and stuff like that. But I told him I didn't want to be in a relationship knowing I was still stuck on somebody else, because that's doing him wrong. I don't want to do that.
Message.
So
come on, baby.
So we basically start talking and stuff like that.
Get the Tomica.
Huh?
The Tomica.
So then we just basically start talking and stuff like that. Then I was like, I didn't want October 22nd to be our date, because something happened on October 22nd. So
we got kids. Yeah.
right. So then, oh God, these atomic wings stink. Don't eat them yet. So, baby, you gonna have to move. We about to eat hot stuff. That's really about it on how we got together. Crazy story about Dominic, Quentin and Dominic.